What's good, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Ginger News. So I'm actually streaming today, which is something I don't really do too much. Well, I do, but I ain't really had time recently. So we're gonna pick up where we left off last. I'm just gonna try and readjust my camera a little bit so I can give you guys a better view. Hope you've all been having a good day. Just healing up once again. So, without further ado, let's continue on with the story. Yeah, so the tethering is now turned on. And check to see if anyone's online. So you want to go to Festival Plaza, you want to click in the bottom right hand corner, which will then ask you to connect to the internet. It'll then save your game and connect you to the internet as soon as it possibly can. We'll see if anyone's online who is willing to trade. And if not, well, we're just going to carry on playing a little bit more of the story. I hope you've all been having a good weekend and you've been enjoying your Sunday. It's really sunny for some reason in Wales at the moment, so made the most of it. Went out earlier on for a couple of hours. So, game sync failed. You need to visit the game sync website. I will do that at some point, but not right now. So, we're now into trade. Let's see if anybody is online that we can link trade with. I don't think there's anyone that we know that's currently online. No, nobody we know is online right now. Okay. So, let's see if we can wonder trade right now. Do I have anything to wonder trade? Hmm. Trying to think of a Pokemon that I can acquire quite easily. I'll be nice. I will trade this Ghastly. And then I'm going to get straight back into the game. Like I said, I only try and trade more so with link trades because obviously you get a better trade than what you would do in a wonder trade because it's completely random. So for instance, the Pokemon that I'm offering up right now is a level 22 Ghastly with no held item. The person who's obviously going to offer up a Pokemon to trade with me is not going to know what I'm trading them. So I'm trading with someone in France. So it's completely blind. So I could get something decent, I could get something bad. We've just got to see what happens. So oh, Mimikyu, nice. Always good to have a Mimikyu. I wonder what Mimikyu looks like. Okay, so that's enough trading. So back out of that. Now we've disconnected from the internet. I'm going to use our Charizard. And now we're going to make our way to Malice Gardens. I heard that they serve tea somewhere here in Malice Gardens. I'll start my search for the bridge here. Why don't you start around the edge of the gardens? Okay, so there's probably Pokeballs and stuff that are hidden around here somewhere. If you want to gain double the money in Pokemon battles, you should have a Pokemon equipped with the item Amulet Coin, and obviously battle with that Pokemon because you will get double the amount of money that you would normally get in regular Pokemon battles. So I'm going to use Hydro Cannon. So there goes Persian. fan favorite move, seismic toss. Nice. Let's send out Marowak. Yes, we will keep battling. Hydro Cannon once again. And there goes Marowak. Nice, so we went up a few levels. Oh, and Pichu is finally evolving. So we finally got Pikachu. Let's see, what does Nuzzle do? A user attacks by nuzzling its electrified cheeks against the target. This also leaves the target with paralyze. Nasty plots. We'll get rid of that. Nice. And I will now evolve into. He will, or she, and this is the female Pikachu, will evolve into a Raichu. So I've now done this whole page in the Pokedex. It's always good. Let me know when you're ready and we shall trade. Okay, so another Pokemon evolved. Very happy with that. Oh, that's cool, man. The dang called for help. And no one appeared. See if we can catch this bad boy. Do I like Overwatch? I think I've played it twice. Not really my sort of thing, but I can understand why a lot of people like it. Ginger, do you know Ginger is right? No, I don't know who that is. I thought you were referring to Greninja, to be completely honest. It's the armored ninja guy. Oh, okay, yeah, I've seen him on post. I've seen gameplay of Overwatch. It does look pretty cool. So Petalili appears. Let's see if we can catch this as well. Nope, and we just straight up made it faint. Can I try and stream a mobile app? If I can, then yes, I will. Otherwise, I'll probably just screen record me playing a mobile app, because I don't know what the frame rate would be like for that, if it would actually be viewable. But yeah, I will try, man. This bloody thing. I forget you have to like press the internet button every time. Okay. I'll have to find out what app they use, man. Because I didn't know that you could actually do that. Yeah, if I can find an app that lets me stream, then I will do so. I'll have to look into it, bro. Yes, let's connect to the internet. Hopefully we shouldn't have any problems this time. Connecting to the internet, please stand by. What did you send it in this video? If not, to be fair, just comment on one of my videos. Only reason. So yeah, if you want to just comment it. Oh, thank you, bro. I was really enjoying that game I was playing earlier. Shadow of Death. It's similar to Stickman Legends. Sorry, Stickman Warrior Legends, I think it's called. Okay. Not for kids. I really want to complete this Pokedex. Oh, I didn't even know that shiny Ditto was blue. Never seen a shiny Ditto. Ah, looks very nice. I really want to get a Rom-Tom, but I gotta remember where you can get them. Hedgewick. I gotta remember where you can like encounter a Rom-Tom in Pokemon Moon. So shout out to Bear for trading with me. I appreciate this a lot. Thank you very much, bro. I will check that out soon. Have you seen Captain Marvel yet? I don't want to ruin it for you, man. But it's brilliant. Yeah, if you're really into the MCU and Marvel, you'll really appreciate watching that movie. I know I did. The new Shazam trailer recently came out as a reaction to that. I actually wrote like 4 pages of notes for the Hellboy trailer. I just didn't end up reacting to it. I just ended up doing a video telling people information of what they need to know before they go into watching the new Hellboy movie. Okay, so DC, yeah, do you know what? You're 100% right with that because DC films are awful. There is like 3 DC films that I like. Out of all of the DC actual films that they've made with people, yeah. But when they make animated shorts and they're films like Dark Knight Part 1, Dark Knight Part 2, Gotham by Gaslight, there's so many that they've done. When they make animated shorts, they're amazing. Like Constantine's is one of my favorites. Justice League Dark, that's another one of my favorites. Actually, a lot of the Justice League films I liked, but I didn't like a lot of their films when it's come to them with people. I think my favorite films would probably be, I like Aquaman. Aquaman was an awesome movie. I went to see that in cinemas. I implore people to go and watch that because it's a really good film. The Dark Knight Rises, Batman Begins, and The Dark Knight. They're probably my favorite films. I hated Batman vs Superman. I didn't like the Superman new movie. Have you seen Aquaman yet? I think you'd appreciate Aquaman because it's nothing like Injustice League. It's nothing like Suicide Squad. When it comes out, watch it. You may not like it, you might like it, but I think you might. Yeah, it does look like a very decent movie. Shazam as well looks like a good movie as well, as long as they do it off the proper origins and they don't ruin it. The problem is I'm a massive comic book nerd and comic book fan, so this is why superhero movies normally irritate me because they normally get a couple of things wrong with either continuity, character design, but then it's fan service because you're not going to please every single fan. Yes, that's one of my favorites, just because of the anime art style and the fact that, you know, Batman goes back in time and the Joker, oh god, he looks so cool as like a ninja. Yeah, that's a good one. Batman Bad Blood, that's another good one as well if you want to watch that. Batman and Two-Face. Yeah, I have, and funny enough, I actually did a reaction on that earlier. But I haven't uploaded my reaction of it yet. Batman and Son is probably one of my favorite. Batman Under the Red Hood is another one of my favorites as well. Yeah, this is a thing that people don't understand with the DC universe, especially when it comes to Batman. People always think that his only main like arch nemesis or villain or rival is the Joker, when Batman has over like 500 different villains. Like Man Bat never gets a lot of fan service. Calendar Man never gets a lot of fan service. Mr. Freeze, he doesn't really get a lot of fan service. Um, Bane, like I liked how they did Bane, obviously in the cinematic version of him, but as the cartoons wise, he doesn't really get a lot of fan service. Um, and you know what makes me laugh with Batman? He doesn't actually have any superpowers at all. He just has a hyper-powered intellect and the ability to plan. That's what makes me laugh with Batman. If he gets an hour to learn about someone, you're done. You're just done. Once he learns someone's weakness and he learns how to like, essentially take that person down, you don't want to come against Batman. Dollmaker as well. He's another weird Batman villain. Has a very dark backstory. That's true, but to be honest with you, it's because that character wasn't liked too much, and they replaced. Well, he was basically just replaced with Harley Quinn. I hated Suicide Squad as well. That movie was trash. I will never get back like the 2.5 hours of my life even watching the deleted scenes of that movie. I'm glad I didn't go to the cinema to see it. That was probably the worst. No, sorry, the worst DC movie was Batman vs Superman. That was the worst DC movie. Batman vs Superman was the worst DC movie to date. I hated that film so much because they took two characters that I loved, they took loads of different storylines and compiled them all together, and they made no sense. And when they did that, and that was like the start of their like cinematic DC universe, because they're trying to go down the same path of what obviously Marvel have done, I just knew it was going to be a shambles from then. But then honestly, when I seen Aquaman was like watching a complete different franchise. I didn't even think I was watching a DC movie because it was that good. Nothing against DC movies, like I said, when they make cartoon or animated movies, they're amazing. When they make live action movies with real actors and actresses, they don't have the same magic as what Marvel do. Like for instance with the Russo brothers. I didn't like Hush, to be honest with you, bro. I'll be honest, a lot of the people, like the villains that I liked, weren't popular. Like Hush was quite popular. I like Calendar Man, but a lot of people don't know about Calendar Man. Or if they do, they only have limited knowledge on it because of like the games and whatever else. There's been a like Man Bat. If you actually look at the origins of Man Bat, he has a really cool origin story, but he doesn't ever get any light really, apart from in Arkham Knight. It depends, man. He did have quite a few comics done around him. Like, for instance, Man Bat. How popular was Man Bat? He wasn't. Ra's al Ghul as well, in his demon form. I thought that was so cool. And, oh yeah, tell me if you believe the same. The Lazarus Pit is just a cheap cop-out. Okay, if you want to have a real conversation, who is... I like Gentleman Ghost from Hawkman, and he only gets love from Batman, the Brave and the Bold. I'll be honest, I never liked Batman, the Brave and the Bold. It was too kid-like for me. My favorite was Batman the Animated Series. The music was absolutely awesome. Batman the Mask of the Phantasm, that is like one of the best Batman animated movies to date. It actually won awards because of it being so good. I'm trying to think of some other Batmans that I used to watch. I actually still have a cartridge from many years ago. I think it's for my Sega Genesis of Batman and Robin. It makes me never want to buy new games consoles. Okay, so since you're a big DC fan, who is your favorite DC character and why? How many comics have I read with the Court of Owls? I have the Court of Owls mask, my friend, from buying the special edition version of that arc. I also have the Joker mask when he cut his face off. Shout out to Crackers, actually. This is a place that I used to go to when I was in Taunton. Probably one of the best comic book shops that I've been to in a small town. The guy there knew everything about like every single comic that I wanted. And basically, I remember I was getting into the Court of Owls, and he was saying to me, he goes, if you're willing to pay like an extra $5, I will essentially give you the Court of Owls mask. So I got the Court of Owls mask and the whole arc, and I can't remember how much I paid for it in total. But yeah, if you're gonna get comics, don't buy them online. Go to a comic book shop, get friendly with the people in there, and they'll normally sort you out with all your needs. I also have a comic as well of Batman versus Wolverine, which is very old. That's from the 90s. And shout out as well to Richard, this guy I used to know, who is the biggest comic book nerd I've ever met. He has 50,000 comics plus. He has so many of the masks and so many of the busts, collectibles, figures, playing cards, t-shirts, all that. The guy is literally like, I'm trying to remember how old he is now, 59, 58 years old. And he's the biggest comic book nerd I've ever met in my life. That's so cool, bro. That's cool. Big shout out to whoever you know who has that suit. I was debating buying when Arkham Knight came out. They were selling the Red Hood jacket. I was debating buying it, but it was like 80 quid or something at the time. And actually, did you know that in certain comics, Batman actually obtained superpowers? It is and it isn't, man, because like I said, luckily enough, because of my friend having so many comics, I kind of had this big, vast library of comics that I was able to read every single time I went around to see him. So I was quite lucky in that sense. So yeah, it's not too bad. Plus, anyway, you can get Comicology, which is an app which lets you read comics online. Plus, there's like services that you can get now where you don't even physically have to buy comics anymore. You can just like read them online if that's what you want to do. Oh yeah, of course. But I'm a lover of a lot of franchises. Like Zelda is a franchise that's very dear to my heart. I have a lot of really nice memories as a kid of playing Zelda with friends and family and stuff. I know what you mean, man. But then the problem is when you've got your own place. Like I've got a lot of stuff, so after a while, I can't keep continuously buying comics all the time because it just takes up so much room. But I know what you mean. It is better to obviously have a physical comic, and if you are a collector, yes, of course, you're going to want to have a physical comic. You're not going to want to have, something that's not a physical item. You're going to want to have the physical item itself. But I guess it's your personal preference, really. I know some people who prefer to have have them on their phone to read because it's easier. But I'm quite old school anyway because I don't really like reading ebooks and stuff. The only reason I suggested Comixology is because I know a lot of people who use it now to read comic books and stuff like that. Drampa trade, I know, man. So yeah, it all depends on you really and your personal opinion of things. Also, guys, I've been playing that McDonald's Monopoly. I still haven't won anything yet. Do I prefer Marvel or DC? That's very hard. It's a very hard question. In what sense do you mean? In what sense do you mean? Which do I prefer? What storytelling, characters, the arc, overall? Like what? What? Be more specific, my friend. Okay, so put it this way. I am more inclined to read a DC comic because the writing, the art style, for me personally, this is my personal opinion, DC make better comics. But Marvel make better cinematic movies. So I'm more likely to watch a Marvel cinematic movie because it draws my attention in more, and I'm more likely to read a DC comic because I feel more immersed in the universe, and I feel like the writing is a lot better. Plus, it's a lot darker, and I read a lot of dark comics. So, yeah. But then I also like variant comics. I also, I read legacy comics as well. So there's a lot of stuff that I am into. But yeah, I'll be honest, DC write better comics. How is that not true? I don't understand. Explain to me why that's not true. And you can't like say one specific comic that makes them darker because to be honest, Marvel have very dark points. Like I know comics where characters have been sexually assaulted in Marvel arcs, just like the Phoenix and stuff like that. Yeah, I have read Dark Wolverine, and I have read Spider-Man 2099, and I've read the Spider-Man verse, and I've read the Venom verse, and I've read. Do you know what I mean I've read a lot of their arcs, but then I've read a lot of really dark things that have happened in DC. It's all down to personal opinion as well, man. Do you know what I mean? So, but personally for me, I've just always preferred DC. They've always seemed more adult. They've always seemed to be more inclined with something that I would read compared to like I don't know. Like I like Spider Man, but then I also can't stand Spider Man. Yeah. And there's also one with Superior Spider Man where, Doc Ock takes over Spider Man's body after killing him. There's also been the cloning process that's happened in DC as well. Like, I don't know if you're into Young Justice at all, but even for a cartoon series, when Superboy found out that he was a clone of Lex Luthor and Superman, I thought that was pretty dark. But like I said, yep. If you have you read the Dark Phoenix saga? Have you read how what was it? Charles Xavier basically fancied Jean Grey, even though she was like a 16-year-old girl the first time he encountered her, and he basically wanted to be with her forever. This is what I mean. They're dark on both sides, my friend. But it's what you enjoy reading, I guess. More to the point. Yeah. Trading a Spinder for a Greninja. Because I am hunting to get a Romtom, which is like one of my favorite Pokemon. I know I could look online and probably find a guide that would tell me straight away, but I'm trying to not do that. Oh, really? Yeah, I wanted to get the Harley Quinn and Joker bust, which was basically a money box as well. But it was like, I think it was £75 or something ridiculous. Like, I didn't see that, bro. What did you say? You're gonna have food or something, was it? Well, that's what I mean, man. You know, I got my own place. I can't exactly afford to buy comics every single day. Plus, I have a lot of things that I like buying. So, you know, I can't afford to buy comics and stuff all the time. I could do. I would just be very broke. A lot. What do I want to trade? And I'll leave a comment and let you know if I've downloaded an app so that I'm able to stream. I just realised if you want to spell Jolteon in French, is Voltia, Voltali. That's pretty cool. Just read that off the box. So, Greg, when you play Pixel Gun, stream on. I'm trying to think, how many trades have we actually done together since we've been trading over like what, 2 different games? And once I finish this game, I will probably move on to Pokemon. What did I have? Pokemon Y. Okay. I like its ability of schooling of how it can become like a massive beast. Thank you very much. Mythical Pokemon Volcanic. I was going to say, I'm sure you didn't want to trade that to me. I've still got them 2 shiny moves that you sent me as well. Okay, 3 shiny moves. How many did you have left? Because I didn't. I'm sure you told me you had like 6 of them or something. Oh yeah, guys. Do you like my cup? I think it's pretty cool. You don't like Mew? Why don't you like Mew? Mew can learn any move. Mew's one of the original legendaries. Thanks, man. I bought it for £2 in TK Maxx. Mew is weird. Okay, fair enough. Bro, you don't understand. I am a Gen 1 guy, and you're sending me Mew. Like, this is... this makes me so happy. So happy. Oh, do you know what? I might even have like a team of Mews or something. Take them into the battle tree or something like that. It makes me happy news. Did you trade the other 2? Because I think you traded me like 4 in total. Because I'm sure you said to me I think you had 6 before or something. Still got more Mews for you. What? Where did you keep getting all these Mews from? Oh yeah, and to your comment earlier on in one of my videos about going to Iceland, I don't go to Iceland predominantly. I only buy like 1 or 2 things from there, and I don't only buy meat from there. So I'm pretty cool. I go to Tesco's. There is a Tesco's near me, so I'm all right. I just thought it was disgusting that contamination levels were up to 5% in like Lidl's and Asda and Waitrose. Waitrose is supposed to be like some sort of middle class supermarket. It just goes to show that it doesn't matter where you shop. Another Mew. Oh, I like having all these Mews. My fam gets meat from Sainsbury's. Yeah, Sainsbury's is pretty good, man. I like the deli counter in Sainsbury's as well. One thing I really like about Tesco's is like the bakery section that they have. Like they do these really nice croissants and like paninis and stuff like that. You can tell that I worked in a coffee one. I'm really glad that I met you, bro, on here. It's nice to actually like communicate with someone who's interested in a lot of the same things that I'm interested in. So I am thankful for making my channel, because if I didn't make my channel, I probably would never have come across you in real life, because you probably live in another part of the UK compared to me, and yeah, it's nice to meet people with similar interests to mine. Do you know where to get Rom Tom in this game? where I'd be able to like catch one. Because I'll be honest, it's not a very popular Pokemon, but it. You sure? Are you sure, bro? Okay, if you. Man, you're a boss. You are a boss. Is there any Pokemon that you require from me or that you need? Oh, bro. And a shiny as well. Oh, man. I'm going to put it on my face for a second. Ooh, thank you so much. I love that Pokemon so much compared to a lot of people who don't have a lot of love for Romtom. I love Romtom. Thank you, bro. If there's anything that you need, let me know. Rattata or Magikarp? Okay. I will look now. I don't think I have either of them, but I will look. Why do you need Rattata or Magikarp? You trying to get like a Gyarados or a Raticate? Well, yesterday, but I won the trade. Okay. You need it all? You have so many shinies, man. Don't trade me that, bro. I've already got one. You've sent me one with what's it called? It's full evolution. Full evolution. Sorry, it's Megastone. Lucario's your favorite Pokemon. Why is Lucario your favorite Pokemon apart from the fact that he's supposed to be a loyal dog Pokemon and he's a brilliant fighting type Pokemon? Ooh, nice. Shiny Pangoro. Do you know what? I have never seen half of these shinies before. Egyptian mythology. Hey, at least it isn't as bad as Klefki. That's like the worst, in my opinion. Klefki is probably what. Klefki and Trubbish are two of the worst Pokemon designs I have ever seen in my life. I hate Electros and Electric as well. Ooh, shiny Raichu. Nice. Also, I don't like how they only gave Raichu an Alolan form. They didn't give Pichu or Pikachu an Alolan form. Oh, come on, man. He's a bag of rubbish that basically came to life. He is a worse version of Muck. Try to think of another bad Pokemon design. Klefki I don't like. Trubbish. Who else? Who else is a really bad Pokemon design? I'm a bag of rubbish that came to life. What you saying about my farm? Okay, well, what's the worst Pokemon? I don't want. You don't want God. If you want to laugh, you should watch Pokemon Rusty Shiny Bidoof. Arceus is not my god. Who is your god then? I think I got two Arceus now. flashy card. Oh, I actually got sent this as well, which I was really happy with. Frappe. Ooh, that Teoxy. Nice. Who's your favorite Alolan form Pokemon? Tyogre is a very hard Pokemon to evolve into. Oh yeah, do you know all the Spinders have different patterns? Veronica. Spheal. Vileplume. Bunnelby. Volcanion. Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet's design is based off a comedian. Really? I've seen a video saying that there's like over 217 different Spinder patterns. Does that say that? I could be wrong, but and if you look at Whirlipede and obviously while I've been recovering from my 3rd-degree burn, I've just been watching videos on the internet of like Pokemon and facts and stuff like that. And that was one of the things that came up. That Spinder, I believe, that has 200 and I think it's 270 or 271 different patterns on their body or around their body. So, yeah. And Miltank and Tauros are good friends. Togepex as well is a Pokemon that takes a very long time to evolve. Yeah, man, well, I'm not really a fanatic of Pokemon like how I used to be. Hence being middle-aged, having a house, having 3 jobs. 25 years old and I still have not left the UK yet. Nah, I don't really want that one, man. That's why I told you not to trade me yours when you tried to trade it to me earlier on, because I have one, and also shiny Zorak as well. That's not too bad. That's what I mean, because when you showed me, I was just like, I hope he's not trying to trade that to me, because I'm just going to trade it straight back to him. Yeah, I'm gonna end this video in a minute anyway because I need to like eat and move and yeah. So I will do. Okay, man, that's cool. Well, I'm gonna do one more trade, and then that's gonna be the end of this video. I will trade. My. What do I not need? No, actually, that's got red card. I need red card. My Beedrill. Have my fat shucky. Oh, thank you. It's very true. We're getting as bad as America. So, thank you for watching another episode of GNG News. I will catch